Hey, how's it going? John here, scouting out points of interest, state parks, historical sites. I'm in Wallingford, Connecticut. Here's a walk I hope you'll take. Stick around, you'll see possibly the oldest brick building in Connecticut, a building that was moved from a mysterious location in Connecticut, and another home that was restored by a famous Connecticut architect. It's the Wallingford Historic District. We're walking up Main Street. Park on Pine Street and head north on South Main Street. We're going to start off on the right side of the road. This is the Samuel Parsons House, 1759, now home to the Wallingford Historical Society. It's loaded with features. It used to be a tavern, stagecoach stop. We have this object, something Trail 1775. I was hoping we'd find one of these. We are on Main Street. Milestone. 11 miles to New Haven. To the side of the milestone, we have this feature. Looks like it had carvings on it. Very old. There's an old bell in the back. Very interesting building. Definitely worth another trip. This portion of the walk takes you through downtown. Continue across, transition from South Main Street to North Main Street. Reach Christian Street, take a right, we'll check out a few buildings from the 1700s. This building at 302 was built in 1760. George Washington purchased gunpowder at this location in 1775. Head back toward North Main Street. Main Street, turn right. One beautiful aspect of this walk, the streets are lined with trees. And this is what brought me to Wallingford. This is the Nehemiah Royce House, built in 1672 and moved to this location in 1924. George Washington visited this house twice, once in 1775 on his way to Cambridge, and another time in 1789 when he gave a speech in front of the Washington Elm. This was when the house was at 499 North Main Street. I'm researching a walk in Guilford and learned about J Frederick Kelly, an architectural historian who restored this home in the 1940s. Definitely recommend learning more about him. After you take this in, turn around, head back down North Main Street. I don't know if I mentioned it, but at the Nehemiah Royce House, I switched sides, switched the opposite side of the road. Now approaching downtown. Two relics. Payphone. Wishing well. Back at Pine Street, hop in your car and head to 900 Clintonville Road. I parked on Molly O'Neill Road. Seems like cars travel pretty fast on Clintonville. At 899 Clintonville Road, this is the John Barker House, built in 1756. Possibly the oldest brick building in Connecticut. I rely heavily on historicbuildingsct.com, where you can look up your town and find a list of the oldest buildings. And they list it as possibly the oldest brick building in Connecticut. Its rival may be Connecticut Hall at Yale University. And directly across the street from the Barker House, this is Old Gungywamp. Built in 1670 in Groton and moved to this location by Elmer D. Keith. Gungywamp is a mysterious area with ancient stone structures. They moved this building 55 miles, and they had to get it across the Thames River and the Connecticut River. I'd like to see some pictures of that. I moved a playscape once, and that was a nightmare. Did they take it apart? Did they send it through a Gungywamp wormhole, and it just appeared here? I don't know. Let me know what you find out. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. Please subscribe. You'll find out when I post new videos. That was over a 3-mile walk. Very scenic. Tree-lined streets. Historic buildings. Found another milestone. I definitely would recommend it. I was thinking about Mr. Keith. Why did he move Old Gungywamp to that location? Maybe he wanted to look at the Barker House. possibly the oldest brick building in Connecticut. I don't know. Let me know what you find out. As I said, the Nehemiah Royce building, that was the main attraction for me. That's what drew me to Wallingford. Definitely worth checking out. Definitely worth reading more about J Frederick Kelly, Connecticut architectural historian. Sounds like a very interesting guy. But as I said, please subscribe. Happy hunting.